What's up, fam? Welcome back to the Palettes channel. I'm AB, and today I just got a brand new care package from Le Club in Montreal. Some cycling pieces and some eyewear from District Visions. So I wanted to do an unboxing on camera and show you exactly what I copped for this season. So we'll start off with the Team Evo Bib Cargo from MAAP. This one, I got it in full white. I feel like white complements a lot of the jerseys that I own. This one, the intricate detail of the stitching in the front, the addition of multiple pockets, the 3M MAAP on the side, and the see-through component in the back. So for added context about MAAP has recently dominated the cycling space. You're gonna see it a lot in pelotons, a lot of sponsorship for cyclists, jerseys, bibs, all of that neat stuff. Tons of accessories. They have very innovative methods when it comes to the not only the style but the performance of their garments. Like, I do own 2 jerseys from them, and just the placement of the pockets, the consciousness to put pockets in accessible places. These bib shorts, they're cargo edition, so you have additional pockets on the side. That's in addition to pockets that you may have on your jersey. So I very much like the cargo components of bib shorts. I feel like they're very versatile. We carry on with this Pop Carry frame pack. I got this one in a medium size. I'll use this when I'm doing long distance cycling, putting gels, nutrition packs, stuff like that in it. My phone just makes for a more seamless ride when you can add some compartments to your bike and accessorize it as much as you can. It just makes the ride more seamless and less items that you need to put in your jersey or in your bib shorts. So once I install this one, hopefully it fits the frame exactly of my bike. Currently I'm riding a Cannondale Topstone 3. Nothing too crazy, but it's a hybrid bike, gravel and road bike. That's the bike that's most suited for the conditions here and can accommodate me the best, whether I'm doing actual clean pathways or doing trails. Then we carry on with, let's see what we have here. So I also got a base layer from Panorama Studio. Honestly, taking the cycling world by storm lately. This is a simple base layer you wear under your jersey. Boom, see-through. It says Road to Nowhere on the back, and it has Panorama Studios International Cycling Club in the front. White as well, complementing piece. A bit more context on Panorama Studios. Panorama Studios has absolutely been dominating the spaces in places like Paris. I see so many people adopt Panorama Studios in Paris, but I believe actually it's a Danish brand, and they take a bit more of a Scandinavian approach when it comes to the fashion orientation of their pieces. Base layers to me are quite essential because It just helps with the placement of the bib shorts. I find that some of them can be quite irritating to the skin, but when you use base layers, you can open up your jerseys on hot days. You can actually even just wear the base layer on its own, and there's that sleeveless component to them. If you wear that and a gilet, you could be completely set. You could use this as an additional layer for warmth as well. So I find base layers quite essential. They're not a necessity dependent on where you live, but they're a dope addition to any one of your cycling pieces. And then I got a bunch of socks from Fingerscrossed. I got two. One of them I'm currently wearing right now. I actually unboxed it earlier. This one is in cream color, the one that I have on. I got one in black. These are both merino socks. I like merino wool because it's antibacterial and it just allows you to be cool in the summertime and warm in the wintertime. It's quite versatile. This is another one also from Fingerscrossed, but this one just has a small flower emblem. I like small intricate details on a sock. I have one from Pop Cycling, and that one has a bit of like a floral theme on the high end of the sock. This one has one at the bottom. But I like complementing pieces, something small, just to enhance the aesthetic of the socks, especially when you're wearing plain cleats, whether they're Coke or Shimano or any of those ones. They tend to be quite minimal and sleek, and you could always add a splash of color when it comes to these ones. I also have ones in ash rose and silver, and I feel like Fingerscrossed has just completely nailed the color scheme of their socks and the small details. So we continue to what I would say is like the main purchase that I made. I've been honestly eyeing these glasses for quite some time. I got the Junya racers from District Vision. These one I got in tortoise, and they have the D plus blue mirror, I think. So here, I'll put them on and then I'll give you guys a close-up. Super dope piece. These are titanium, handmade in Japan. The lens quality shines the most in these. You can automatically tell once you put them on that they're made of quality. Super light, like you don't even feel them. The frames that I do own at the moment are mostly Oakleys, and compared to the Oakleys that I own, these weigh very little. You almost can't tell that you have them on. And that's the appeal about these, is that they use material like titanium, which is quite light, and it just allows them to sit on your face and you not notice them at all. So the Junya racers are actually a 6-base frame, and they're fitted with hand sculpted lens and a custom shaped temple for running and cycling mainly. The frames feature the D plus lens technology and an adjustable hypoallergenic rubber for the nose pad and the temple tips with a titanium core, and the titanium core allows it to be extremely light. They're very light in comparison to the Oakleys that I own. You can automatically tell as soon as you put them on that they're not your regular sport frames that we've become so accustomed to, whether it's Nike, Oakley, and so on. These have more of an accentuation on the lightness of them, and they're made in Japan. They're handmade in Japan, which means you can expect the utmost quality. But I feel like these ones are the main purchase. I went with the Junya racers mainly because I have frameless ones at the top from Oakley's, and I wanted something a bit more different. I was eyeing these ones and the ones from Post Archive Fashion, the collaboration that they made with the Korean label. Those two were super sick. The only reason I chose these ones is because the other ones, your eyes are exposed, and I wanted my eyes to be shaded because I planned to wear these not only when I'm out on runs and cycling, but I wanted them to be a bit more versatile. Shades that I can, like wear just casually if I'm out and about. They're not quite cheap, but you pay for the quality. And with that, to add to the glasses, I got their adjustable straps. I got one in black for times where, let's say I'm hiking or I'm cycling and I don't want the glasses on me, but I also don't want to damage the glasses. I can just let them hang around my neck, or I can use them as additional support or additional kind of like adjustment for the back of my glasses. So these ones get attached to the frame, if I'm not mistaken, this way. I'd have to learn exactly how to do them. I'll need to check and see exactly how I can slap these on. What up, fam? Currently out on a session. District vision's on. Man, if I tell you these blend so seamlessly and the quality stands out, it'd be an understatement. We got on the Panorama jersey in a brick colorway. We got the base layer at the bottom with the MAAP Bibs shorts. This combination, man, phenomenal. And that's why I wanted white. A lot of people sell the black. Not a lot of people own the white, but I feel like the white is such a complementing color, and it just allows you to kind of like do a whole bunch of color schemes. The white with the summertime, especially if you're out and about, and depending on your skin tone, like my skin tone is quite like golden brown. It just blends so well with the white, man. The contrast and everything, and the jersey and all of that. So loving these pieces. We got on the Soar cap at the top, Soar running. Just put it under my helmet when I ride sometimes. Man, these additions, I'm gonna use these obviously for cycling, for running, hiking, all the outdoor activities. Today I actually played tennis, that's why I'm dressed like this. I had them on. It's a very subtle yellowish, greenish tint to them. But with additions like the bag, sometimes if you're not in a competition, if you just casually ride, these can hold so much for you. You almost there's no necessity for bags, but it's always a dope component and dope addition for you to have and for you to be able to use when you want to. And like I mentioned, for socks, I know you can get cheaper alternatives. I know Fingerscrossed can cost you anywhere between like 20 to 30 bucks per pair, but when you combine the style and the materials used, to me, when it comes to running and cycling, one thing that I absolutely adore is to look appealing when I'm out. It just makes me want to put the clothes on. It makes me actually want to go do that ride or want to do that run, because you kind of just want to be out there. Same way where if you're going casually out with people, or you're going to an event and stuff like that, the clothes that they are an extension of you, and the same concept applies to sporting gear. That's why I choose the clothes and the accessories that I like when I play tennis, when I go out for running, when I use the eyewear glasses that I just purchased. You could swap up in between cheap alternatives, but when you do wear quality, it shows, man. It just like, you feel it yourself, and it makes you it entices you more to put them on. And at the end of the day, that's what I like. I like to feel stylish in what I put on. It just makes me feel better as a whole, because I deeply like clothes, and I feel like it's a form of expression and it's an extension of you. Not only do the exercises and spend a lot of time, because if you're out cycling or if you're out running a lot of miles, you're out there for hours. So you want to be comfortable and you want to be practical at once. And if you can add style to that, then that's a win-win. It's a bonus, and to me, it's an essential component to what I put on. So these are all the stuff that I got, guys. I'm gonna probably start doing more and more of these videos to showcase to you the stuff that I buy, the stuff that I like to wear when I'm out and about on these runs and on these cycling sessions, to showcase to you guys what I put on when I go out for runs and when I go out for cycling sessions and whatnot. Please comment down below, subscribe, like, all of that. Some of the videos lately have been getting a lot of traction, but I noticed that a lot of the viewers, they're not subscribed, they're foreign viewers, and I would deeply appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to the channel. It would let me know to continue on with the channel and to expand and to do exactly what I want. This is completely new concept to me, so it would deeply help if you could do all of that as support for the channel, and so that way I can continue on and showcase to you the content that I actually want to put out. So as always, I deeply appreciate you for making it all the way to the end of the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.